Hey guys, what's up? This is me back again with another video, and I'm on day number 32. Finally completed that day, and I can now confidently say that I have broken my previous record, and this is the longest streak of no fap, no porn challenge that I have ever done. So I want to keep on, going the way I am doing, and to be really honest, like this challenge is getting easier and easier as the days are passing, and I can say that excuse me for me coughing because if you're watching like my videos regularly, you know that um I was suffering from a viral fever that I actually got because I I I drove, or you can say I rode my scooter in a lot of pollution because the hill station that I went to, the road that leads to it has a lot of rough patches on it, and the road is on, like you can say, in the construction status. So there was a lot of dust there, and my helmet didn't really have a visor, as my visor only broke like 3 days back, and instead of getting a new helmet and then going to the hill station, I just took my old helmet, and it didn't really have a visor, so a lot of dust went into my eyes, a lot of pollutive air went into my system. So that was my first mistake, and the second mistake was I did take a jacket with me, but I didn't really wear it in the right time. um, it was a bit late, the time that I actually wore the jacket, because since you know that hill stations are usually cooler than the normal plain areas around them, so I didn't pay attention to it, and that costed me a lot of problem. um, Yeah, first of all, I did go to the gym that day, and then I did make a 8 hours long trip back and forth to back from my room to the hill station and then back to my room. And that was a very very big mistake because I was already getting like about just about 4 hours of sleep because I was going through a rejection or heartbreak, and on top of that I abused my body so much by making that trip happen, and so I ended up getting really sick for the past 2 days. But I'm all right today and feeling like very good. And I'm just having, you can see, a little bit blocked nose and a very very little sore throat. That is why my voice might sound a bit like different today. So just a little bit of problem like that. No, I'm not tired anymore like I was in the 2 days, and I'm now feeling like good. But those 2 days, they were very very bad, and day before yesterday was like really day in the hell. um I was shouting at my roommate for making any fun of me, and he was such a jerk. I was in so much pain, and my head was so much, my head was aching really bad. It was throbbing, and my body was paining, and it was tired badly. And on top of it was, it was heated like a fucking you can say like an oven. My body was literally radiating so much heat, so much heat, that you could almost like cook an egg on me. It was that hot. So my fever was like 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and the time doctor read it with thermometer, it was about 103 degrees. But believe me guys, at 103 degrees fever, I went to the doctor by sitting on a scooter behind my roommate, and I was feeling like kind of good. at that time. But when I went back to the room, and I don't know, I was even hotter than I was the time doctor tested my fever. So I pretty much believe that it was at least a degree or a degree and a half higher than 103 degrees. So it must have crossed like 104 degrees in yeah, it must have crossed that limit. So it was, about a fever that could get anybody hospitalized. But I stayed strong, and I'm feeling absolutely fine today. So anyways, I'm still taking my medicines because these kind of I don't believe that it was a viral fever, but since doctor said it, so I had to believe it. So I have to take like precautious medicines now, and I still have like 2 doses left, and I will feel absolutely fine after taking them. So that is basically it. Day number 32 is complete, guys. And I don't know if I said it in the previous uh, in the starting of this audio recording or not, but as I'm as I'm passing these days more and more, it is actually getting very easier to do this no fap no porn challenge. And I literally do not feel any urge to masturbate or watch porn anymore. Life is getting not to be really honest, like it is difficult to get your head off from these things in the you can say in the starting, but as you get used to it, it gets easier. Every time you beat your demons, by by this I mean that if your mind is distracting you towards to, to watch porn or to masturbate, each time you beat your mind, your good side becomes stronger. So the more and more you beat your bad side, the stronger you get on your good side. So that is what is happening with me. And I'm getting stronger, and it is getting very very easier to do this challenge. So that is it, guys. See you again tomorrow. Bye.